Good morning. My name is Kaylin Castleberry. I am a health science major, and this is my senior year. I chose to do my topic on cheerleading. So I chose to do my topic on cheerleading because for many reasons. One of the main reasons was because when I was younger, I used to cheer. So I cheered in middle school, I cheered in high school. I also did sideline cheerleading and competition cheerleading, which is something I will tell you guys more about. Another reason I wanted to do it on cheerleading is because it's something like I'm very passionate about, and over the years I've kind of like lost a lot of contact with it. So it's good to like kind of go back and revisit a topic and just tell other people about it that may not know as much about the sport as I do. So what is cheerleading? Basically, cheerleading is a team-based sport. It consists of cheers, dances, stunts, flipping, and tumbling. It can be catered to all ages. It can be a male cheerleader. You can have female cheerleaders. You can have a 2-year-old cheerleader, and you can have a 20-year-old cheerleader. It varies. People cheer in college. They cheer in middle school, high school. Some parents put their kids in cheerleading as soon as they're able to talk. So it just depends. Competitive cheerleading is basically the same as regular cheerleading, except for it's more athletic. So with competitive cheerleading, you compete. So you compete against other teams to win a big title. And when you compete, you have to have like a 2-minute routine, and it's going to consist of, like I said before, the jumping, tumbling, cheering, and dancing and stunting. It also helps to implement teamwork skills, sportsmanship, and it teaches communication. When you're cheerleading, it's a team-based activity. You have to be able to work with others, or else it won't work. Like with stunts, everybody has to be on the same page, or the stunt won't go up, because it needs that teamwork, and everybody has to be on the same page. Another thing about cheerleading. So they have competitive cheerleading, like I just told you guys about. It involves competing against other teams. It has to be a 2.5-minute routine, or it can be more. Different routines vary, but you get points taken off if it's not at least 2.5 minutes. All-star cheerleading is another form of cheerleading. It's very similar to competition, but it helps you to train more. I did all-star cheerleading because I got picked to do it, and basically they pick 2 people from each team around the county. When I was in middle school, that's how they did it. I'm not sure if it's the same, but when I did all-star cheerleading, they picked 2 people from each team around Clayton County, and we all came together as one team, and we competed against another county, basically. So that's what all-star cheerleading consisted of. Sideline cheer, basically, I think a lot of people may know what sideline cheer is. That's like cheering at a basketball game and cheering at a football game. Sideline cheer is just when you're on the sideline, cheering the football team on, and getting the audience hype. It consists of stunning, jumps, and as well as performing to energize the crowd. You don't do as much dancing with this because you are on the sideline. So it's like when you're outside, you're not trying to like hook up music and do all of that. This is a picture I have, and it's a cheerleading competition. It's the UCA cheerleading competition. A lot of people know about it. And then this is sideline cheer. So this is at a football game, and these are the cheerleaders on the sideline. What cheerleading consists of? So there are a lot of main components, but the 4 main components are tumbling, stunting, pyramid, and the jumps. So with tumbling, that's like incorporation of gymnastics. That's back handsprings, front flips, back flips, all of those type of things, cartwheels, all of that. That's what the tumbling consists of. Then they have stunning. Stunning is like when there's at least 1 to 4 females, and they have 2 bases, a back spot, and a flyer. And that's when they lift the girls up, like what I just showed you guys for the competition cheerleading. That's when they lift the girls up. And the back spot is the person who, makes sure that the flyer is okay, and the 2 bases are there to support the flyer. Pyramid. Pyramid is when there are multiple stunts that come together. So most times you do a pyramid in competition cheerleading. And that's the same as just stunting, but with just regular stunting, it's just 1 stunt. But when you're doing a pyramid, it's like 3 or 4 stunts combined, and they're going to make a pyramid. Like they're all connected together like a pyramid. And then the jumps. So jumps are toe touch. They have herkies, hurlers, right herkies, left herkies, pikes, and things of that nature. Then I have pictures. This is a picture of a girl tumbling. She is doing a running back handspring. This is a girl doing a toe touch. That's a hurdler. It's a right hurdler. This is a pike when both of your legs are forward. And then this is a pyramid about when I told you guys about how a pyramid is when all of the stunts are connected together, and that's what makes a pyramid. So with stunts, they have very many different types of stunts. They have a thigh stand, they have a basketball toss, a shoulder sit, a bow and arrow, which is this picture right here. That's a bow and arrow because it looks like a bow and an arrow. And then they have a basic stunt. A basic stunt is just like this, but they would have the girl in eyes width. She wouldn't be extended. This is an extension, a bow and arrow extension. And then extension stunts, like what I said, this is an extension stunt. So if she was just doing a basic stunt, their arms would be down here in like eyesight length. But with an extension, you're raising the girl above your head. So you have to look up. You're extending your arms. So that's why it's called an extension stunt. Rules of cheerleading. So like with football and any other sport, there's always rules. One of the main rules that I remember when I was a cheerleader was no jury. You cannot have no jury whatsoever. And the reason for this is because when you're stunning or when you're flipping, if you accidentally hit any of that, it will rip out of you. If it's your earring or if you have a belly ring, it will rip out of your skin and it will hurt, and it's very dangerous. So that's why they say you cannot wear jewelry when you're cheering. You can't have fake nails. Long nails don't work with cheerleading because, like I said, you can hurt yourself. When you're stunning or when you're flipping, one wrong move on your hand and your nails are off. That will hurt. Everyone has to be in the same uniform. I know like sometimes with teams, they might let one person look different, but when you're competing, everybody has to be in unison. Everyone has to have on the same outfit, the same pair of shoes, and the same socks. Like, it's literally that credible. You must always have a spotter until the skill is mastered. So a spotter is someone who watches you. So if I was to go do a back handspring, I'm not as mastered, so I would need a spotter. And when you're cheering, a lot of the skills that you're learning, you've never done before. So you always need a spotter just to help back you up, just in case the stunt doesn't go right or the flip doesn't go right. You have someone to catch you so you don't injure yourself. So there are fun facts about cheerleading. A group of men started cheerleading in 1884, and that's something I learned while doing this presentation. I didn't know men started cheerleading, so I think that was pretty cool because a lot of people say it's just a girls' sport, but it's really both for men and women. It's the most dangerous girls' sport. Cheerleading accounts for 66.7% of all catastrophic injuries. So all of the injuries that happen, majority of them come from cheering. And the cheerleader at the top of the pyramid is 10 times more likely to get a concussion than a football player. That's pretty awesome, I think. It's not awesome, but it's pretty crazy because when you hear about football players, it's a lot of football players that always get concussions. So with cheerleading, to know that a flyer has a higher chance of getting a concussion than a football team, it just shows how dangerous cheerleading can actually be. And then these are my references that I use. Overall, I hope you guys enjoyed my presentation, and thank you for listening.